like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
368!
Hey, check. Mike 50. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Shift. Check 13. Hey. 50's the best.
To throw again. Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Grant, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Dalton, 1st and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
368!
This will be Dalton again. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. His throw incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10 is counter. Down to the 25. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And an alley to run. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Wide, get wide. Take it.
One.
Nice 7, let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down, Connor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Evans leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back to.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here you go, Ken.
Mike, 55, right there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Mariota. Out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And an alley to run. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mariota now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
93, 52, 93.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's got Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Andy Dalton now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. He's going to be sacked. back at the 23-yard line. Cameron Hayward showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
55 is my guy, 55. Come on, dude.
Here's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Andy Dalton. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darquez Denard. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Hey, Echo.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as they are able to cut into that lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mariota now from the 50. Washington's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Mariota to throw it. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Dalton here from the gun. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And a Bengals first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the catch good. It's Eifert.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Open man is lost, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mariota. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Connor going to try and run it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Dalton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us. All the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
At the 9-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
3.
57 to Mike. Buzz. You. 57 to Mike.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Connor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the 38, Mariota. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. From the gun, a give to Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
At the Bengals' 38-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Exit. Blue dark workers. Blue dark workers.
One.
Scene 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Complete to Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Let's go, D.
Another chance for Dalton. He's got Green. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 43 yards. And Dalton to throw. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert. And it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
From the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Bengals grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Go!
All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Got a man open. It's Ross. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
368.
First and 10 for Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Dalton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yard. There by the quarterback.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Shit.
On first down, it's Samuels.
It's wrong, fellas. It's wrong.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be third and 10. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4th down. Dalton wants to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Ryan Shazier. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Mariota. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his second touchdown of the night, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get ready.
Where are they, team?
Let's go, D. Check.
They'll run here with counter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's go, baby. Let me what you got. What you got, baby? Give me something. Here we go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made it through the day and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play it down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now.
said it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with it, you know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball.